I can control the weather. They call me Stormy.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Travis back again with another review here at Big Boy Toy Reviews. And this time we are taking a look at the Mafex X-Men Storm figure. And you can actually see her better, even though she still does have her plastic on, I believe. I think I've opened her once already and taken a look at her. But this is the front of the box. Then we have the side. I wish they would have gave us this head. They always want to put pictures up of stuff that they're not giving us in the box. It's the back of the box. Side of the box. Top of the box, there's that head again that they're not giving us. Love it when they put photos of things we don't get in the box. And here's the bottom of the box. All right, with all that said, let's go ahead and get her out of the box and see what she's working with. Just for a quick comment, again, the plastic. It is so arbitrary where they put the plastic on these figures. I can get the waist plastic. I understand that, but the plastic under the breast, I don't get the plastic in between the thighs. This is both the same color. Like, what do you need plastic here for? The paint's not going to rub. It's going to be the same color. So. Even the plastic. Let me see if I can get this out without breaking it. Okay. Yeah, she looks good. Her face is gorgeous. Her face is absolutely stunning. I am worried about the weight of this hair. She does have some gapping in the neck that I can't seem to get rid of, unfortunately. So that's a bit unsightly. Very Marvel Legend-esque. Very Marvel Legend-esque of them to have this kind of, I don't know, not pinhead, what am I looking for? Bobblehead type of look from the side. So that's really disappointing, especially considering how much you pay for these figures. That should not be a thing. They should always give us a head give us a windswept head that's going off to the side like on the box, so we can actually get her looking up, because as it is now, she can't look up. She can't look up. Granted, I'll be getting to that during the articulation, but it's just disappointing. But as far as paintwork is concerned, she looks excellent. Excellent. The lining on her chest here and stomach is basically perfect. They could have done better with the gold painting on her shoulder pieces. That definitely could be better. The bracelets are looking really good. Watch out for these when you change out the hands. It is kind of a pain in the ass to get this back adjusted, to have this in there. Be careful with this. There is no bendy wire in this, so be careful with this, because it can come out of these cuffs. You can get it back in there, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. I love the pearlescent paint job that they have on her. I really like that a lot. You got a couple of different like tones here. Like, this is kind of glossy, where this is not as glossy. It's a little bit dull. I like that transition. All the lining and stuff looks good. She got some dunk. She got a little dunk on her. I will say that. It's not a McFarlane Catwoman ass, but it's pretty decent. I like the belt that's painted. I think this belt is totally loose, so it's not connected to her in any way. So you can move that out the way for posing if necessary. Again, this would have been a good opportunity for a thigh cut right there to get a good swivel, but of course they didn't do that. It wouldn't even been that aesthetically bad, but they don't want to do that. But yeah, everything looks good. I think her feet are a little big, and I thought she had like heels. Is it just me, or did she have heels? Let me look on the box real quick, because no, I guess not. On her comic art, on the front of the box, she looks like she has boots on, regular flat boots, so that's fine. But yeah, she looks really, really good. Her face is done really well. Let's get close up. I like the fact that they got her eyes nice and whited out. They have the hair looks good. It looks really good. I like the sculpt in it. It has some nice like a blue tint to it. Yeah, like a blue tint to it. There's not really any shading. It's just kind of casted or painted, or maybe a blue wash. Maybe it's like a blue wash over it, but it's most of the hair, so it's hard to say that it's shading. The X-Men X's on her chest, or I guess on her shoulder pads, look really good. They haven't seemed to solve the issue with her shoulder pads. They're good. They're better than I've ever seen, but they're not great. I do like the wrinkles in her biceps and everything there. All in all, she looks fantastic. She really does. The paint work is excellent. Her cape looks really good. It actually flows and sits on her really well. It looks like it would look, in the comic if she was just standing still without any wind. So yeah, I think she looks great. With that being said, let's get on to accessories. Good. Right, so looking at accessories, let's take a look at the hands. She has the open hands that she came with in the box. You should have saw those. Then she has her fist hands here. My nails are looking kind of gross. Fist hands here. They look really good with the pearlescent white. Then we have some open hands. Again, they look good with the pearlescent paint. Then we kind of have some claw, angry type of hands. And those are also done really well. And then we just kind of got some open hands, maybe flying type of hands. And then we have hands with pegs in them, and I'll show you why those pegs are in there for another accessory, another set of accessories, but those look good as well. Then we have two heads. I forget which head came on her in the box. I swapped it out, but she has a kind of a open mouth head with her teeth kind of sticking out, which is weird, but I like the fact that the hair is a completely separate piece, and so they clearly just painted that first and then glued the hair to the head, and it was glued on it well. So this one looks really good. Her earrings look okay. The earrings look okay. I think those are supposed to be lightning bolts. They're not great, but they look all right from a distance. you won't really be able to tell, but up close they are kind of dopey. But other than that, her skin tone is really nice. Really like that. She's a pretty woman. She's a pretty woman, so she's supposed to be pretty. Then we have her angry face, and this one looks really good too. The same thing with the hair. I feel like all the hairs are basically the same sculpt. So those are the two heads. Then we can see her two effect pieces. And so she gets two of these single lightning pieces, and these are the pieces that plug into those hands with the peg. And they're really nice translucent yellow plastic. And so those look really good. You get two of these. And then the lightning hands, which these are really cool. I'm just gonna show you one at a time. These are done really well. They have the hands built into them, and that's a really cool effect. I like that a lot. I like the translucent yellow plastic. I like how it's like encompassing almost the whole palm of her hand, so it looks like she's shooting it out. And she gets two of these. So I like that they packed her in with some decent accessories. She looks really good. They look really good. So that is it for accessories. All right, so on to articulation. You have to imagine, because of her hair, she's not going to get a lot of up and down. Well, she's going to get plenty of down, but up is just not going to be there. So that's, unfortunately, for a flying figure, she can't look up. I mean, this is the best she'll be able to do using part of her neck joint. It's the best she can do. As far as looking down, she can obviously look down. This is going to be a problem though. This hair is way too heavy, and so I have a feeling that this neck joint over time will wear out. As far as side to side, she can get some decent side to side. I would say better than Jean Grey. So she can get side to side, and she does have some head tilt, so that's good, but the looking up is just all bad. As far as the shoulders, the shoulder pads do not get in the way, so she can go a little bit slightly higher than parallel. She can spin her arms all the way around, but you will knock her shoulder pads off. And I thought this would actually get tangled. I think it is, so you will probably tangle that. So, but she can go all the way around. These shoulder pads just peg right here in the back, so they do peg right back on. But the issue is that you have to peg it through the cape. So I was able to do that easily, thank God. She does have a bicep swivel built into her shoulder there. She has over 90 degrees on the elbow. Her wrists are the typical Mafex ball pegs. Be careful when you're messing around with this, because if you bend it too far, you'll pull the hand out and this cuff will fall out, and you don't want to have to deal with putting this cape back in there, so be careful with that. As far as her torso is concerned, she can go back this far, so this is kind of how you would get her to get in any type of flying pose. So she can go back a decent amount. Forward is that far. The belt is adjustable. The side to side here with just the ab is not great. There's not really anything there. It's not really anything there. She can get side to side, but rocking back and forth is not really going to be a thing. This is going to drive me crazy during this review. Can I get this back in? Let's see if I can get this back in. Yeah, okay. Got those back in. So as far as using both the ab crunch, oh fuck it, both the ab and the waist joint, you can get her to crunch that far forward and get her to lean that far back. You might get a little gapping here in the waist. Like I said, you do get a somewhat of a swivel there. You do get it here at the waist. She does have the typical drop down leg joint. She can kick up very far. For a character that doesn't do any type of, well, she typically doesn't do any kung fu. I know she did marry Black Panther at some point and became a really good fighter. As far as her leg articulation, her knees can go up that far, way past 90. Unfortunately, the thigh swivel is not great. It's not the worst in the world, but Jesus, it could be way better. The female figures are especially bad at the thigh swivels. So, as far as her ankle, she can go up that high, go down not that far, and she does have a toe joint. So it's pretty standard for a female figure from Mafex. It's not great. It's okay, but it's not good. It's kind of below average, I would say. The crunching is not great. The neck joint, because of the hair, isn't great, and you get a good amount of lollipop here, and so you can see right through that. So it looks like she just got her head cut off, partially anyway. So if you don't look at it from the side, you're fine, but it is blatantly obvious from the side. This neck, her neck is so thin that it's hard to get it's thin and long, so it's kind of hard to get her head adjusted the way that you want it. I'm not quite sure what they have going on in the neck. I think it's a double ball peg, but it's not wanting to act like one. But yeah, she doesn't have any like loose joints or anything, so that's good. She's just kind of a typical Mafex female figure. So here she is next to Mafex, Jean Grey, and the Hush Catwoman, Batman Catwoman. Here she is next to Psylocke. So here's some more X-Men. So there she is next to Psylocke. And here she is next to Harley Quinn from Hush Batman. And they look good together. Psylocke is definitely shorter. Harley Quinn is almost there. Harley Quinn is technically taller if you don't count Storm's hair. So that's what they look like together. Let's see. All right, here she is next to Marvel Legends Rogue and Nightcrawler. And Nightcrawler is actually shorter than her. Rogue, I think, is taller than her. Yeah, I think Rogue is slightly taller than her. So she might scale a bit with Marvel Legends, but I can see them being about the same size. And I can see Nightcrawler being shorter. But I'm not quite sure about Nightcrawler's height, to be honest with you. So here she is next to Cyclops and Wolverine. And she's definitely taller than Wolverine, so that's good. And Cyclops is taller than her, so that is good. Here she is next to Figma Lancer and Figma Sasuke something. I forget her name. Kiri Ewing, Sasuke Kiri Ewing from Kill La Kill, and she is taller than both of them. So, go figure she would be taller than Figma's. So, here she is next to this robot kind of big boob chick and Android 16. So, here's SH Figure Arts and whatever this line is. So, that is it for comparisons. So with all that being said, oh, you know what? I do have one more comparison. But here she is next to herself, but Marvel Legends version of herself. And the Marvel Legends is slightly taller, which is to be expected, but this thing is trash and it can barely stand up. At least she can stand up. Yeah. At least she can hold her head decently right now. And she can properly stand up. I can't get this figure to stand up. Period. She just falls back. So this is trash. This is absolute garbage. But that's it for comparisons. With all that being said, I do think she is a good figure, not a great figure. I'm just gonna leave this piece of garbage in the background there, but I don't know how I feel about this figure. I want to like it. I want to love it, but I just can't. I'm obviously gonna keep it, but it is the best Storm. It is the best cartoon Storm that's out there right now. I will say that it's leagues better than Marvel Legends. It's just dealing with the issues that Mafex just won't fix. So yeah, I'm not gonna go on ranting. If you like her, get her. She is still available in most places. I got her from Hobby Link Japan. You can check them out. I think that she's still available as of this recording. But other than that, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.